Welcome to Echo Study. This is Snowflake, our supreme pontiff. In my last video, I compared the Amberverse to a religion, a self-sustaining loop that formed through the reaction channel's natural cycle. One reactor frames a narrative, another repeats it, another intensifies it. Jimmy Bunker makes a meme, I laughed and repost it. The audience echoes back. Remember, like I said, most belief systems don't have a sacred text that survives by accident. It survives because someone takes the job of protecting it, archiving it, creating new interpretations of the old text, reframing it, reworking it, translating it into different languages. The viewer even built their own commandments. They have a set of rules they live by, and we banish the wicked. We cradle the righteous. We polish the doctrine in the dim glow of Reddit forums. Every reaction channel is bound by this scripture. They have to follow the rule of the viewer as well, or at least they pretend to. At the center of all of this stands Snowflake, the supreme pontiff of the Amberverse. He has become the interpreter between the congregation and the chaos, the wise man planted between you and the raw footage. He edits the storm, he plucks meaning from the mass, and he highlights what you should see. He dims what he wants you to forget. He builds the narrative, he shapes the feeling, and he tells you which way to lean. Our cunning bishop slides across the board, guarding the queen we conjured with our clicks, our chosen deity, born from fascination, obsession, and fury. Sometimes he's cruel, sometimes he pretends he wants her to do better, or he wants what's best for her. Sometimes he just rewraps the same old stale opinion in a shinier edit.
Everybody fucks up. I haven't got time.
Is it that I'm a human who makes mistakes?
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody fucks up. Everybody fucks up. Everybody does. Nobody's perfect. Everybody messes up.
Keeper of the holy archives, decoding doctrine we ourselves wrote. So, is he spoon-feeding the flock because he doubts our understanding? Or did he simply hit his head one too many times, tossing logs in Swedish forests? I do not believe our high priest is as clueless as he pretends to be. He knows what to reveal and what to lock away. He knows the costs of making deals with the devil, the risk of touching the core doctrine, the danger of having an opinion when an opinion costs you followers. We all know Snowflake has had direct contact with Emily more than once.
Veronica, I think you bang on. No, Emily told me that she didn't say that to anybody. Well, she clearly did. There's a voice note out there. I don't know if there's any more. There must be. There must be. I bet Emily's, like I said the other day, I bet Emily's forgotten what voice notes she sent people.
So instead of telling you what to think, as our bishop loves to do, I'll ask you plainly, do you believe Emily handed Snowflake all that information for free?
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
If she demanded payment from Rachel, why would she spare the pontiff? Someone with far more reach, more power, more ad revenue. While I spin my own myths, I'll ask Snowflake, can you disprove them? Will you show the flock you're not like Rachel? Let's see the receipts between you and Emily. Make that video. That's the video we want to see. We'll click that video. So what do we believe created the Emily-Rachel schism? The contract, the trust, the bond, the flirting, the money? The fact she takes part in such depraved things? So when Snowflake, our all-powerful and righteous supreme scribe, has contact with her, we have to ask ourselves, why trust a bridge builder who builds towards someone so dark? Maybe he's seen some nuance my American public school brain can't grasp. I looked it up. Sweden isn't the top ranked school systems in Europe, but it towers over anything the American Midwest could cough up and teach me. And yet, with all that beautiful education and that Scandinavian upbringing, he still can't form a meaningful opinion.
Sorry about that, everyone. Could you excuse me for a second? I have to figure out what's going on.
Moving on. Like any religion, we have schisms, branches, heresies. Some worship Beck, others damn them. Some call them a victim, Others see them as a grifter, a saboteur, a hand stirring the same cursed pot. Beck broke the doctrine. They split the church. One side clung to tradition, the Beckonites, the faithful to the idea that Beck was loyal, wounded, surviving a storm we've all watched swallow up everyone else. The other side, maybe like the Beck breakers, nailing their grievances on the digital church door, calling out contradictions, grifts, blurred morality, uneasy timelines, demanding transparency, accountability, and a cleansing of rot.
Jesus, this is your humble servant, Lord. There's clearly been a miscommunication, Jesus.
Two churches, both convinced they hold the truth, tied together by the original doctrine. One bows to the story. The other insists the story was the lie. The Amberverse carries that scar. Every argument about Beck is really about the religion we built. Is redemption real? Is harm forgivable? Who writes the scripture? Who gets to name the sinner? And in the middle stands Snowflake, acting aloof, pretending he's above the split. Unmoved, unbothered, unwilling to choose a side. Is Beck evil? Gifted? Wounded? Can someone orbiting Amber for years remain untouched? Can someone be good living besides chaos? These debates also circle Amber on a smaller scale. One reaction channel calls her tragic, the other calls her a tyrant, another treats her as a parable, a warning, carved into the internet. These schisms are seen more as a personal belief than within the bigger belief system. We all hold our own beliefs inside the structured chaos. Snowflake can have his own, but it must fit within the viewer's commandments. Those are written in stone. Our scribes, our monks, each write their own gospel with their own ideals and rules that play out within the bigger system. Oh lordy, it's Jordanian Jord was found by a river in 1965. He was adopted, and his adopted parents immediately gave him a Twitch account. Jordanian is more willing to push back on the rules set by the viewer. He is oftentimes more real with them, but like Snowflake, he knows when to hold back, how to make the most money, how to spin the tail, drag it out, and get that coin. The Jordanites make donations to Jordy's collection plates on their birthdays for surgeries or breakups. So when they're having a hard time, the other in their congregation can wish them well. Pray for their next DoorDash or whatever. I don't know.
They gave me 2 chips, although I asked for an apple.
Snowflake has all the things Jordy lacks and vice versa. But back to our pontiff. How does someone so painfully boring hold the devotion of so many? If Snowflake stays quiet, we assume he's thinking like us. This is human nature. We want to be understood, so we assume others are thinking similarly. Snowflake sets up a space he can help you understand the chaos, pick and choose what to show and leave and what to leave out, and then he makes vague statements about what he thinks. He will condemn things that are deemed evil by the viewer, like, for example, rarity. We all know how the viewer feels. They're livid. But when things get complicated, he disappears. Why did you delete the Emily Feeder video, Snowflake? Why link yourself to someone who seems a threat to another person's life? He thrives in the shadows of a summed consensus. He's become a mirror, a reflection, not revealing anything. He's a guide who never shows you the compass he's using. As community spaces have shifted over the years, we don't always have time or money to walk into real spaces, so we find them online. Reddit, TikTok, Snowflake's cold little chapel, like a cult. Those spaces oftentimes give you an experience or maybe scare you about things that you can't explain to others. So when you go to talk to other people and they don't understand, it kind of forces you back into that community space, back to the pontiffs, back to the monks. We translate old videos into new prophecy, we recycle old lore, we repolish old myths. So I urge you, if you follow Snowflake, unsubscribe from his main channel and subscribe to Jimmy Bunker, the real star of the show, the real Supreme. This is a call to action. Can we crown a new pontiff for Timus? Bunker speaks freely. He'll talk shit straight to Snowflake's face, a rare defiance in the girl world rigid hierarchy. The smaller channels bow down, announcing Snowflake the best boy, and his sub count and lack of opinions have made him the king, the bridge builder from Amber's chaos to us. We just don't demand from him what we demand from everyone else. He can dance with the devil, dodge accountability, take the money in his collection plates, and shrug as we ramp up to Timus and we think about our fallen, demonetized girl. We should prepare for the reaction channels to again play in our faces with their Vlogmas money. They will curate drama, bring out old tea, make new narratives on the same old shit, as they have not been demonetized. And I believe this is just a hiccup for Amber, caused by her own laziness. She needs to remove her videos that are not within the rules of YouTube, move to another platform or other platforms, calculate her presence in online spaces, and work. Stop pretending to work and actually work. Or you could pay someone to do it for you, and the channels will follow, covering the new, retelling the old, spinning the same boring chaos into content. For the disenfranchised, the drifting, the tired, the Amberverse is a lighthouse. New eyes arrive every week, hungry for lore. Old videos become new again. Old takes become revelation. And the cycle loops again and again and again, self-sustaining. I would like to also ask the viewer, if Amber someday does go to the big cheesecake factory in the sky, does the story end there? Do we canonize her? Do we damn her? Do we repaint her with nostalgia? Do we connect the dots over and over again to what led to this, as we've been doing now, waiting for the season finale? Snowflake, what do you really think?
Her own thing, and now she's been demonized.
And so here we stand at the edge of our little digital cathedral, Snowflake's sermons echoing behind us, and Amber's decades of lore in their self-sustaining loop. The doctrine shifts, the myths reshape themselves, the pontiff himself floats above it all. Boring yet magnetic, opinionless yet omnipresent, delivering verdicts without ever having one. If Snowflake keeps quiet, we project meaning. If he speaks, we pretend it's profound. So, Pontiff Snowflake, go on, lead your flock, translate the chaos, build the bridge, and tell us what we think. Just try not to bore us into apostasy when your throne can be taken at any time. Thanks for watching. This is Echo Study.